Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe football show. And it's time for your Leeds versus Villa post-match chat. Wow, need to lie down. You need to lie down after that. It was a great game of football. What a spectacle! And in the end, I was just like, look, I think for me, a point's good for both sides. I'm actually really happy. Like, I can't lie. Maybe it's my birthday. But we just couldn't lose. And for us to be 3-1 down, and we'll go through the goals, but to be 3-1 down and come out, it was very Bielsa-esque. That, of course, I would have liked to us go on and win it. I kept thinking, Dan James is going to get a hat trick, man. And last minute, I was thinking of Roof a couple of seasons ago. We love Villa Park, and I love the games that we have against Villa. Do you know what I mean? They're always great games, great spectacles. 3 times now. The last 3 times to Villa Park, we scored 3 goals. Can't lie, when they went 3-1 up and Coutinho was firing, what a performance he had in that first half, by the way. I've seen a lot on the watch-along, sort of throwing shade at Leeds United from a defensive standpoint, but we get caught in transition. The second goal, even the first, Coutinho's first goal is exceptional for me. What a finish. He didn't even need to look up, and put it in the corner. But that pass for Jacob Ramsey to make it 2-1 was sublime. It turned into the Coutinho show for 25 minutes, and then obviously he waned. Had he have been at peak fitness levels, he'd have probably, continued to run the show. That's what I will say. Both sides give it their all, and it was a great advert for the Premier League. You know what I mean? I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it was. You know what I mean? And that's why Premier League football, and that's why we love Bielsa. This is what I'm saying. People forget that's what you get under Bielsa. It was an enthralling encounter, and I'm buzzing. It keeps the point difference between us and Norwich. I think Norwich drew tonight at 6 points. Puts us level with Brentford with 2 games in hand on them. We've got Everton at the weekend. A point at Villa Park's a huge point. They've been playing really well under Steven Gerrard. And I was nervous before the game. I said, would I have took a point? Yes. Of course, when we go in front, you're thinking, all right, okay. We had a chance to make it 2 as well. Obviously, Dan James scores with an exceptional finish. We were all hammering Dan James after Newcastle, and I said before, Dan James is great in that position when he's not relied upon to get the goals. Maybe I'm doing him a disservice because he scored 2 tonight, but the point I'm making is from a pressing standpoint, he offers us so much. And in Newcastle, he was relied upon to get the goals. He fluffed his lines tonight. He didn't do that. What a finish it was to make it 1-0 on the 9th minute. Rodrigo with the assist. And I just want to say as well, special mention to Rodrigo. I think for me, especially in the first half, probably one of his best performances, and he was still running himself into the ground come the end of the game. I thought he was great tonight. One player that wasn't was, of course, Rafinha. I don't know what happened to Rafinha. He didn't turn up tonight, and maybe if Rafinha does turn up, we win that game. He just was not himself. I've seen some people mention jet lag, and that can't be that because Coutinho was exceptional for a period of time, and he was away on the international break as well, wasn't he? But yeah, it was an enthralling encounter. It leaves us level on points with Brentford in 14th, 2 games in hand, and just 2 points behind Palace in 13th with a game in hand on them. So all this talk of relegation and that, I understand it, and I understand why everyone's worried. But, you sit back tonight, you see that performance, and you think, yeah, we'll be all right, because you're not getting that type of performance from Burnley. You're not getting that from a Norwich. You're not getting it from Watford. Never from Watford, We'll be all right. I genuinely feel we'll be all right. And if we can go and win on Saturday against Frank Lampard's Everton, it puts them right in the mire, and we start to move up the table, But what an exceptional game of football, and really enjoyed it. And I think both sets of fans will, Dan James obviously opens up the scoring for us. It was end to end, although I felt Leeds shaded, the early parts, and then Coutinho came alive. Matty Cash with the assist. It was a throw-in. I think Buendia, who again had a great game. I said before that front three for me would cause us problems, and it proved to be the case. And Coutinho, it was a great finish to equalise, and his ball, as I said earlier, for the first Jacob Ramsey goal was sublime. Like Jacob Ramsey took both his goals. I mentioned him in my pre-match. I said he's got the perfect mentor in Steven Gerrard, making them runs into the box, and he got himself 2 goals tonight. I think Lucy Ward gave him man of the match, deservedly so, probably. Coutinho was involved again. Like I say, in that first half, he's got himself a goal and 2 assists. And Ramsey makes it 3-1 on the 43rd minute. Coutinho just held on to the ball, give it Ramsey, great finish, great touch out of his feet, and great finish. Kid's got a great future in the game, and I'm thinking at 3-1, wow, but like I say, 2 minutes later, Dan James scores, wins a header. Wins a header against Buendia, Mings, and Martinez. Wins a header. I think it was, Dan James. Just great performance tonight. To a man, really. They were at it again, weren't they, Leeds United? Okay, I think Luke Haley did have some shaky moments at times, for sure. I thought Rafinha was poor, but I enjoyed everyone else. I know Click's become a bit of a battering ram, but I thought he had a good game. Like, for example, he was involved in the build-up to the Dan James goal with some great work, making runs in behind. Nice little reverse passing to Rodrigo, gets the ball across, and Dan James's catches, Mings and that napping. So I enjoyed everyone out there tonight. It was the same lineup that we'd gone with previously, which surprised a few people. But now, look, Leeds United and Aston Villa can both pat themselves on the back and say, you know what, that was an exceptional game of football, and one that neutrals will have enjoyed. I can't imagine not many people were watching that game tonight. Obviously, second half, Diego Llorente, Leeds United had been, I can't lie, from set pieces, in terms of attacking set pieces, we were pretty poor for a long period of time, and then we started to create chances. Pascal Struijk had one cleared off the line from Tyrone Mings. I think it was checked for handball, but it was his face, but we gave him a warning. Pascal was good in the air tonight, Llorente, especially in that second half. And Pascal on the next corner wins the header, and Tyrone Mings, having just cleared it off the line, obviously basically tries to clear it with his left foot and just P-rolls it into Llorente's path. And it's a great finish by Llorente to make it 3 apiece. And I did think at that point, we'd go on to win. Obviously, there was 8 minutes at a time. Konza got a red card as well, deservedly so. He obviously got a yellow, I think, for a challenge on James maybe, but the second yellow was clear cut. I thought the ref might have bottled it because he was already on a yellow, but he definitely blocked off Meslier. I think he elbowed him, to be fair. But it blocked him off, and he deservedly so was sent off. But I thought the referee had a great refereeing performance tonight. He let the game flow. There was bodies, challenges flying in everywhere. It was just end to end. You know what I mean? And we said that pre-match. It would be end to end. We said that. In the Premier League preview, in my review. And it was great. And what a game of football again. And it's nice to hear these plaudits getting thrown at Leeds United again, because it has been a bit of a topsy-turvy season. I know it's only a point, but I'm more, enjoying and in a happy mood over the football that we've seen. I thought it was pretty special tonight, from both sides. Moments of magic, and it was a bit of all right, and I'd taken the point pre-match. I'd take it now, and to be 3-1 down in the position that we were in, to come back, great. And if Rafinha's on a different level, then maybe we win that game. We had the opportunity to make it 2. Remember, Dan James hit the crossbar, but I thought good. And I've seen a lot of shade obviously get thrown at us from a defensive standpoint, because we do look open, but you've got to remember, especially for the third, I think, Leeds United throw so many bodies forward, and Rafinha actually lost the ball in the build up to that. It wasn't a foul. He actually fouled, I think it might have been Luca Dean. And we get caught in transition, and it looks like, we've got no bodies anywhere. But, that's how that game was going to be won and lost tonight, in them transitional moments, and who was going to take them chances when they came. And, I've seen a lot of shade thrown at Leeds during the game on the watch along from a defensive standpoint. But I thought, the centre-backs, Llorente and specifically Struijk, I thought Struijk was exceptional. I don't know how Cooper gets back in the side. I think Cooper will struggle to get back in the side. He was exceptional. And who can forget, the last time at Villa Park, I think he was taken off on the 21st minute. And he's a long way from that. He's now probably the best left-sided centre-back we have in the side. I thought Koch again did well in there. You know, it was just a great performance end-to-end, you know. And we move now. We move, don't we? That's a really positive result. Of course, we were all gutted after Newcastle. We have to wait 2 weeks for us. But for us to come back on my birthday and enjoy a 6-goal thriller and not come away losing the game, you've got to be happy with that. Please like this video. Subscribe to the channel, get your comments in. We'll have loads of content this week because obviously it's a quick turnaround. We've got Everton coming up at the weekend, Premier League preview on Thursday and all that jazz. So yeah, tomorrow actually. So yeah, it's all systems a go. Make sure you join us for the ride. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.